Hello again, everybody. This is Derek from ScreamingGoalAirsoft.com, and I'm coming to you with a review of the PPSh-41. This is the AEG SMG 003, which is the Russian submachine gun PPSh-41. It is a electric blowback submachine gun with a drum magazine. Let's open up the box and I'm going to show you everything that it comes with in the box. This is what you get. You get a brown box. You also get a really cool AEG sticker. When I saw the sticker I was like, wow, I really wish I could keep this sticker. But I'm not going to. I always send it out with the guns. It's basically an AEG sticker and the bullet holes are actually removable, so if you stick this on something you can actually see through the bullet holes. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, comes with an AEG manual in English where you can read it. Okay, there's a funny thing in this manual. It says right here, let me put my glasses on because I can't read. Use the specified battery for your gun, the 9.6 volt 1500 milliamp nunchuck battery. That's what it recommends right there. Because this gun does not come with a battery. It is, to keep the price down, they did not include battery, and most players like yourself, if you're shopping around, probably have your own 100 million batteries upstairs anyway. So you don't need to get an additional battery. But this one says a 9.6 volt 1500 milliamp battery is good. And then in the back on the specifications section there is a piece of paper taped on here and it says battery recommended 8.4 volt 1500 milliamp. Okay, go with the 9.6. When I shoot it, I use the 9.6 volt battery. When I take the battery, I'll tell you exactly which battery it is. Okay, we take the foam off. Dee-dee. Okay, there's only two things in here. There's the gun and the drum magazine. Let's pull the drum magazine up. There is a drum magazine. This is a 2,000 round drum magazine. That's freaking awesome. 2,000 rounds. You'll probably never need to change in a game. You'll just need to refill every couple of games. Why will that be good? Well, it's a little bit of a pain to reload that, and I'll show you that. Okay, let's pull the gun out without the magazine. There is the gun, right? Okay, it's pretty awesome. It says that it is a solid wood stock. That's pretty awesome. That's not plastic. They say it's wood. We'll go with that. Okay, and this is all steel. This weighs a ton. Okay, I don't know exactly how much it weighs, but it weighs a ton. AEG listed this as 108.2 meters per second at 1.17 joules. What does that equate out to? Right there. Okay. It's a beautiful gun. It's blowback. It has the 1944 stamped on the top with a little Russian star. It has front sight, rear sight. Okay, it looks like the rear sight is not adjustable, but flip sight. But it is extremely tight, and I don't want to break it. But it looks like it is a flip sight. Okay. To lock the bolt back, you just pull it back and push this bolt catch in. The bolt catch is actually on the charging handle. Now it's locked back. That way you can get to the hop-up wheel. Pull it back out, slide it forward, you're good to go. Okay. The magazine release catch is a lever like that. That means it's ready to go in and out, and then folding it down like that means it's locked. You have a selector lever right here. All the way back is semi. In the middle is, I'm sorry, all the way back is safe. In the middle is semi. All the way forward is full auto. There we go. The only thing I really don't like about this is there's nowhere to grab it with my left hand. I have to grab the trigger mechanism right here, and I'm holding it like this. I don't really like that. And I could hold the drum, and that's a way to shoot it. I don't really want to grab up front because then I'm reaching around the drum. So you'll just have to find the best way to shoot for yourself. I hold it, I guess, right in front of the trigger mechanism, right behind the drum. and then I'm shooting. That's how I'm doing it. Okay, well, it looks and feels beautiful. Let's look at the drum magazine. Well, no, since we're holding this, let's talk about the battery. Okay, the battery compartment is a lot like, almost exactly like the Thompson. You put your finger in here, you pull the plate open, right? And you normally would stick your finger in and pull it out. Well, guess what? There's a second catch. The one on the top. There's like a little button here that you have to push up to release the top, and then using 2 fingers, you pull it up and out. And then you rotate 90 degrees or 360 degrees, whatever. And the battery slides down inside the battery compartment. Okay, let's unhook it first. It's a small type Tamiya connector. And what I have used in our demonstration today is 9.6 volt 2300 milliamp. And that seems to fit in there just fine. It will also accommodate a 8.4 volt stick battery. There is a long enough chamber in there for a stick battery to go in. I tried a 9.6 volt small type battery. It actually comes flush with the back and you won't be able to connect your wires and tuck it in. It just didn't work for me. There might be another way to do it. But yes, this is real wood inside. That stock is a real wood stock. Alright, let's tuck that. Let's push this back in. Locking the top and folding the cover. Okay, it's sealed. Okay, let's put this down and let's pull the magazine out. And I'm going to zoom in onto the magazine because it's a little tricky to work with. This is the high cap magazine, the 2000 round magazine. It has, unlike the Thompson drum magazine, it has the winding wheel on the bottom just like a standard high cap magazine. And it feeds to the top. It has kind of a little guide rail right here that would slide into your magazine right behind the hop-up, simple enough, right? Well, not so simple. To get it open, there is a little wheel right there that you spin, right? You take that and you unscrew it by hand and take it completely out. That is out, and then you just drop that off to the side. You take this little bar, spin it out of the way, or do whatever you want to do with it, it doesn't matter. This really has no effect on anything. The whole back side of this magazine comes off. Okay, you see how this top piece comes off and out and over, and I'll put it over here. You get to actually look inside the magazine. Okay, you want to fill your BBs up in this chamber. I had a little spillage, went over here. No big deal. Those just make a lot of noise. You want all your BBs on the top side. You don't need any BBs on the bottom. It does nothing for you. Because the BBs feed in through here, down through there, goes to the chamber, and then it comes up the tube here. These BBs are just in the way and making noise. Okay? Alright, and then same as any M4 magazine or any other high cap magazine, right along the top there, you've got a little bar that you can pull on and your BBs will just spray out the top. Just because they're tightened up with a spring. Okay, now the magazine is completely empty. If you had put BBs in this top section right here, what you would do at that point is take your top of your magazine, line it up. See this feeding tube right here? There is the top of your magazine has a little plate that sticks up right there. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because the first time I did it wrong. So then you line this up. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, you line this up and I kind of tilt it back and I make sure that the top of the magazine is lined up just right, and then I pop the rear of the magazine down, okay, so that it locks into place. If you do that, you shouldn't have any problems. You tighten this wheel up almost all the way, because if you go too far, then you can't close this plate right there. Close this plate and then tighten it up. Whoops. That plate is like a pressure plate on your wheel to keep it from coming untied. threaded. Okay. If you do not put it on just right, when you slide it into the gun, it will not fit. That's what I encountered. Okay, so that is an empty magazine. And let's go shoot it. You can take a look at the lines right there. I'm going to get it a little bit closer. You have the bright orange tip here, and then you got your front sight post right there, and you got your rear sight post right there, and you have your drum magazine inserted right here. Buttstock, you can hear the rounds going in. I only about half loaded it. It does have a winding wheel on the bottom. Let's go ahead and wind this up. Okay, it's getting tight. I can feel it. Just like any other high cap magazine. You wind it up to tighten it up. It has a beautiful look to it, doesn't it? Yeah, I think it does too. I'm not going to take this thing apart. It is pretty easy to disassemble, and there is the selector lever right here, and we'll figure that out in just a minute. The top of the gun is the ejection port, where you can slide the bolt back right there. And to lock it back, you know, it doesn't lock back, but there is a push lever right there. So when I pull it back, I can push that forward, and now it's locked back. And right there is your hop-up wheel. Okay, right there. I'm going to adjust that. It looks a lot like the STGs. Okay, it's got 1944 stamped right there, and the Russian star. It has a sling mount on the other side. You can see the sling mount right there, and another sling mount built into the buttstock right there. It's pretty dang awesome. Okay, what I'm going to do is power this thing up to full auto, and we're going to take some shots at that dish back there and see what happens. All right, let's zoom in on the target. All right, that was the shooting of the PPSh. And this actually shoots pretty good, and it's a blowback, and it's got like a 1,000,000 round drum. I'm not sure, I'll give you the stats on that. Thank you for coming out and checking out this video, and remember guys, when you're on the airsoft field, play safe.